Hi guys, it's Kiyarko here, back with another speed build. This is a speed build of a wealthy bachelor's apartment in Tokyo. And when I say wealthy, I mean like insanely wealthy. Like on the first floor of this apartment is like a full-on indoor pool. So this bachelor definitely has a lot of money. And this is an apartment that I had the idea that is in Tokyo. I've never lived in Tokyo. I've been to Tokyo. I love Tokyo. But this isn't supposed to be particularly accurate to anything about Tokyo or Japanese like architecture or anything like that. It's just like generally inspired by, you know, Pinterest Tokyo vibes, if you guys get my drift. But here I'm just putting together all my walls and my flooring and just kind of getting the outline of the floor plan is what I mean of the apartment together. I spent a lot of time doing this actually. I mean, it's sped up here obviously, so it seems pretty fast, but for me and like my personal experience in doing floor plans, I spent a lot more time on this one than I usually do. And I don't really know why. I think I just kind of wanted to go with a more like unique floor plan, I would say, and maybe it doesn't really come off that way to you guys, but to me personally, I was just trying to plan a lot of the layout of things and how things would flow, especially on the middle floor, which is like the entryway floor. I don't know, I just had like an idea about how the first floor and the second floor would look together with the staircase, since like there's a whole like open ceiling thing going on there. Anyways, you can see me taking a while to kind of just put everything together here. And here on the bottom floor is where we put in the pool, so as you can see, I'm taking some extra time to pick out some really cool doors for this area. You can see I put in those sliding doors that have like that painted image on them, and it looks so freaking cool. I would love to live here, to be honest. Like, this is probably one of my dream apartments. But that being said, I don't know, I feel like I would not do well in a high-rise, especially in this high of a high-rise. Like, look how freaking tall this building is. It's insanely, insanely tall. It's not like I'm afraid of heights, I just feel like living in such a high place would probably just give me a lot of anxiety all the time, and especially since I heard that when you're in really tall apartments like this, apparently you can feel them like sway during storms and stuff, like not in a dangerous way, but in a way where you actually, you just feel the entire building moving, and the idea of that just really freaks me out. So honestly, I don't think I could ever live in a high rise. Even if I was super, super rich one day and could totally afford something like this, I probably would just opt in for like a first floor apartment, to be honest. Just, I don't know, just the way I am, I guess. But as you can see, I'm taking my time to pick out wallpapers and stuff. In general, I go with this wood paneling, and then occasionally in certain rooms I use like this green tile type wallpaper, and sometimes I use like this mosaic, or not mosaic, but wallpaper that has like a lot of, oh, mural, that's what I mean, like a muralistic kind of wallpaper that you'll see in some rooms. And here I'm choosing my flooring. I went with this like a stone flooring that kind of has more of a natural feeling to it as opposed to like how tile would usually look. And I use that in all my like bathroom, kitchen, you know, areas where you would usually have tiling. I use this like stone pattern. And then I'm just gonna use wood in all the other rooms, just standard wood flooring. But yeah, that took me a while, didn't it? Like usually I get wallpaper, flooring, and walls done like pretty fast, but this one was a little bit slower for me for some reason. I just put a lot more decision making into it, I guess. And I really honestly think it paid off. This is probably one of my favorite apartments that I've ever done, to be totally honest with you guys. I just love the way it looks. I love the way it flows. Like the general aesthetic of it is totally my style. I love how chill it is, but also you definitely get like a luxury vibe with this place. But yeah, anyways, I'm doing the kitchen right now. So this is right when you walk in. You walk straight into the kitchen. And you can see I'm just putting in, you know, some decorations above the sink right now. I love like I love the floor to ceiling windows. Like they're so beautiful, you get so much light. I don't know, it looks amazing. I love it. But, you know, going back to my whole living in a high-rise thing, the floor-to-ceiling window thing would probably also freak me out, because what if you, like, trip and fall and, like, smash through the window and, like, fall? That seems so scary. Like, that probably is, you know, very difficult to make happen. They probably, when they do this in real life, they make the windows, like a foot thick or something, I don't know, but just the idea of it really freaks me out, so I don't know. Anyways, as you can see, I am decorating the kitchen countertop right now. So this is the main kitchen island. I really like tucking it into this corner here with those big windows again, so you just get this like a shit ton of light. It's so beautiful. Imagine pulling up a stool to eat breakfast here and you just have this like wonderful like view like all around you. totally beautiful. And again, this person is obviously very, very wealthy. This is like prime real estate right here. And like I said, there is gonna be an indoor pool on the bottom floor. So this guy, this single bachelor, this is not a family apartment, this is for a bachelor. So this is one guy, he has a lot of money. But yeah, I didn't really, like, honestly didn't think too much about his particular character. This was more of an aesthetic build for me. But if I had to talk about his character, I feel like he's probably, I honestly don't know if he would be old money or new money. I like the idea of him being new money, like maybe like an entrepreneur or someone who like invented something, or who like started a company or a corporation, just like made a lot of money off of it at a young age. Or maybe he's just like a guy who got lucky at the stock market. Like he's one of those guys who like who bought Bitcoin like 5 years ago and made millions off of it. He's probably one of those guys. But as you can see, I'm putting in this kitchen table here. There is another dining space somewhere else in the house, but this is just like a general table in the kitchen so that you can, you know, make your food and then instantly sit down and eat it. I like these tables in particular because, as you can see, for this kitchen and for other areas in this house, I'm gonna try to incorporate a lot more like natural textures and shapes in. So as you can see, even for the island over there, by the windows, you can see that the texture and the shape of the top of the counter is like this natural stone. Like the texture of it is like this gray stone, and even the counter edges aren't straight. They're kind of like curved, like it was actually cut stone. And I really like that for the dining table as well, where it looks like very natural wood just kind of carved out of the tree, just kind of turned into a table. I don't know. It was just kind of like the vibe I was going for like a lot of natural textures and colors and stuff like that. Very, very peaceful. I feel like I could definitely I would chill in this place. I'd chill so hard. This would be such a nice place to just like calm down and read and, I don't know, maybe do some yoga out here in this little patio place, or not patio, like a balcony. And I put all these like greenery things here, like all these plants and stuff, so they have their own garden here, which is so amazing. Because if you guys know me, I've mentioned multiple times that in my dream home I would have like some sort of garden or some sort of like place where I could grow a lot of plants. And this guy has one, so that is pretty cool for him. But as you can see, I'm just putting in some little plants here and there. So this guy's a gardener. I mean, I like that I like that he has hobbies involving gardening, you know, like it's cool for a very, very, very rich man like this to take the time to be a plant guy. I like that a lot about his character. I feel like, honestly, from the way I'm doing this apartment, from this bachelor's aesthetic and this bachelor's level of wealth, and this bachelor's, you know, hobbies with the plants and stuff, this is definitely my kind of man. This guy could sweep me off my feet, especially if he brought me over and showed me all this stuff. I'd be like, wow, your apartment is amazing. Please marry me right now. Anyways, as you can see, I'm setting up a little eating area over here. I'm using this, I don't know what you actually call this. It's like a hearth? A hearth? Like just like a little fireplace where you can cook things or, you know, boil water, stuff like that. And I put it on top of this matted area with some pillows around it so people just could kind of like sit down and, you know, drink freshly boiled tea or something. It's just like another little dining area and also just like another little communal space, because I did imagine that this guy would probably have a lot of people over all the time. Like, he's not like a party guy is what I imagine. I just kind of thought that he would have like a lot of friends and family who visit him a lot. He sounds like such a sweet man. I'm falling in love with this character who doesn't even exist. But as you can see, I'm putting together the living space now, so this is just like the general living room. I'm putting in these mats again, and then we're gonna put in a coffee table, I believe. Yeah, I think so. Which coffee table? This one. Again, like that texture is so interesting. Like the mesh on that coffee table is just, I don't know, it's beautiful. I really, really wanted to use a lot of different textures in this build. Again, like I said before, a lot of natural textures and colors is just kind of the vibe I was going for here, which is why you see a lot of warm tones and a lot of like green colors here. Yeah, anyways, putting in a lighting feature. This is where I realized that I cut out the ceiling here. I totally forgot about it, but here I am trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with this big old lighting feature. I end up putting in this big lamp because I really liked like the lantern look of it. Like, it looks so cool, and you can see I majorly scaled it up. Like, it's kind of massive, but I thought it was just a really interesting lighting piece. It would really like damn, I feel like it would be like a sun in your room because it's so big and massive, but I just think it's so lovely. I really like lanterns. I don't know why. Just I hate harsh lights, which is why I think I like lanterns, because they really like soften light a lot. And they look so, I don't know, they look like clouds. I'm a huge fan of lanterns. I feel like if I had my way with my dream house, there would be lanterns everywhere, honestly. But let's see. I don't think I give him a TV from what I remember. I think I just kind of the view is his entertainment. He just sits there and stares out the window. Because again, like, I really don't think I give him a TV. I don't remember putting in a TV. Put that little frame on the wall, which I thought was pretty cool. Putting in little statues in the corner there. And then let's see, what do we do over here? Oh, I did this cool thing where I like framed the staircase with these, I guess you could call them shelves, I guess. It's like this, it's just like a really interesting display piece that looks like a staircase, and then I go back and I put some stuff on the staircase, but you'll see that in a second. Really like this round shelf. I'm gonna decorate that later on or now? Oh, I guess I'm decorating that now. Oh no, I decorate it later on, I guess. I don't know. I jump around so much, especially with builds like this that are like purely aesthetic based, because I just get so many ideas, and I'm just like scrolling through, you know, my decorations menu, and I see like a decoration that I'm like, wow, that really needs to go over here. And then I just like totally abandon what I'm doing and just like go to a completely different part of the house. It's just the way my brain works when I build. I don't know. I'm very, what's the word? My brain skips around a lot. It jumps around a lot, especially when I'm doing creative things like this. But that's just a little way to go down to the bottom floor, so that's just like a back staircase. But in this area over here, I just put this chair against the wall that has like ram horns, like sheep horns at the top. I thought that was a really cool chair. And as you can see here, I'm just decorating this staircase display thing, like I said I would. Just choosing random little, you know, vases and little things that look pretty cute, books, stuff like that. It's just a really interesting display setup, you know? I don't know what this guy does for a living. Maybe he works in art, like he's an art critic or something like that. Or again, maybe he just was lucky with Bitcoin, I don't know. But we're doing are we doing his bedroom? Yeah, we're doing his bedroom now. I've been like, I love the look of putting the bed like not against the wall. I've done this not many times at all in any of my builds. I usually put the bed like with the headboard against the wall, but recently I've been trying to do like bed in the center of the room. And I really like the way it looks. I could never do it in real life, to be honest, like with my own bed, just simply because, I don't know, I don't think I could fall asleep without like my head being protected. I know that sounds so weird, but I'm really, what's the word? I'm really sensitive as a person. I need to feel safe. And I feel like if my bed was in the center of the room, I'd just constantly be freaked out that something would like come up behind my head, or like my cat would attack my hair or something like that. So this is totally just me doing it in the build. I could never do this in real life. Maybe for other people if I can design other people's houses, but for me personally, could not do it. Would be too scared, especially in a build like this, or like in a house like this where the back of the bed is like against a window. That would freak me out so much. You know, the idea of like a window behind my head and just like nothingness, like a drop behind me. That would really freak me out. I don't know, a lot of things freak me out. Anyways, I'm just putting in some plants in his room. I put a fireplace there for now, but I actually do end up scrapping that, as well as the TV. Just really, I don't know, wasn't digging the look of it. I think I put a dresser there instead, I believe. But you might notice the bedroom ends up being pretty simple, like there's not a lot of furniture in here. I actually give him a full-on walk-in closet separately, so he doesn't really need like a closet in his bedroom. And his bathroom is, you have to go through the walk-in closet to get to the bathroom. What am I doing here? I'm just moving things around, I guess. Okay, so we swapped out that for this like dresser thing against the wall, and then I'm gonna decorate this pretty lightly, I believe. Let's see. I'm talking so fast right now. Do I usually talk this fast? I don't know. Let me know. Anyways, we are putting in some stuff. It takes me forever to figure out what I'm gonna do. Oh, that is so pretty. I really like that. I mean, I say that and that's just like a blank. that's just like a piece of nothing. It looks like a square of concrete as a piece of art, but I really like the aesthetic of it. Again, like I like the, what's the word? Like the calmness of the space. Like it's not necessarily minimalistic, but it's not like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm completely a maximalist. I love maximalism, but every once in a while I really do enjoy spaces like this, which are really calming and not too crowded and are just kind of very peaceful places, especially with the integration of natural textures like that stone flooring in the bathroom, or again, like the plants everywhere. It just seems like a place that I could definitely nap. Definitely read a book and nap and chill. Seems like such a great vibe. Putting in, this is his walk-in closet, which is my dream, to have a massive walk-in closet. Like, I have a Pinterest board literally just dedicated to figuring out what my future walk-in closet is gonna look like if I ever have, you know, enough money to make that happen. But yeah, I would really love a walk-in closet. And this guy gets one. Here I'm just putting together, let's see, he has, so the walls are lined with the closet, and then I put this like bamboo thing against the back wall here. And as you can see, it's separated by glass, so it's, you know, it's not like he has like bamboo in his closet. It's like, I don't know, it's just like a bamboo display thing, I don't know. And then we are moving on to his bathroom here, which I really like how it ends up. So I put this tub against the wall, which is a massive tub. It looks so freaking comfortable. And then we're gonna put a shower head here, and then we're gonna separate this part of the bathroom off from the rest so that, you know, the toilet is a little bit separate. So it's just, I don't know, more privacy, more kind of, more focus on the bathtub with the freaking windows next to it. Like, imagine taking a bath and just like looking out at the sea. It's so beautiful. But also, again, it would give me a lot of anxiety to be that high up. I don't know why. But we are, as you can see, I put in that separating wall there, and then I put the toilet over here. So it's like, again, a little bit more privacy, so that when you're like taking a bath, you don't have like the toilet right behind your head. You have at least some separation there. And then I'm putting the sink against the wall here, and then we're just gonna put in, ooh, double sink. I don't know why he would even need a double sink. He's only one guy living here. Maybe it's like, maybe that's his aspiration in the game, is to find his one true love, and he's like this hopeless romantic. Oh my god. I love this. I'm falling in love with this character just thinking about him. But here I'm putting together, let's see. This is the outside space right outside the bedroom, so it's kind of like this upstairs area. You know, it took me a minute to figure out what I was gonna do with this area, because I didn't want to put like another living room up here, because it was kind of like a weird space for that. So it just kind of turns into this like, I don't know, like it's like a wall of shelving with like decorations on it, and then I end up putting in like a piano and some seating areas. So it's just kind of like another space for, I guess, for him to work, or for him to just store things, I guess. I don't know, it's just like a general use space, I would say. But I do really like how this shelf turns out. Like, as you can see, I'm taking my time to really pick out some decorations for this. But I think it pays off in the end. I really do like how it looks. As you can see, and as you guys know, because I mention it all the time, I am so freaking, I'm so stubborn about color palette. Like, you could see it in this shelf. This shelf is such a good example of how strict I am about color palette. Like, there's not a single thing on this shelf that's outside of my color palette. Like, not at all. It's entirely within my color palette, because that's how much my brain hates anything that's not in my color palette. But yeah, anyways, you can see I put that piano in the corner, so obviously he plays piano. What a dream boy. A little couch over here for, you know, maybe guests could sit down and watch him play. So I could sit down over there while he plays for me. And then over here we have this little divider, which just kind of separates that space from the little seating area that we're gonna put by the staircase. So as you can see, I'm gonna pick out a couch. This space is a little bit cramped, but it's not too bad. I still think it works. I just didn't want it to be like this big empty space, so I just made it like an extra little seating area. Rug, and then we're gonna put in, let's see, chair? That chair. That's a beautiful chair. I like that chair a lot. Side table, candle. He's a man with candles. Oh my god. And little poofs for people to sit. Again, I did figure that he has like a lot of visitors. Like, he probably has a really big family is what I imagine, that they would like always come visit him, because he's a family man. Of course he is. He's just a dream, isn't he? So I just wanted to have like a lot of sitting space. So if he has like big family gatherings or something like that, everyone has a place where they can, you know, go sit down and catch up and stuff like that. This on the bottom floor is his office space. So this is where he comes down to work, where he takes meetings, stuff like that. Putting this piece of art on the wall, which I thought was a really interesting piece. And then back here, what are we doing? Putting some closets on there? Yeah, just like extra storage, stuff like that. And then we're gonna do, what are we doing here? Oh, I put in like a little sitting area over here so that he could, again, if he has, I don't know, like clients or just business partners over, that they could all sit down here and, you know, chat, discuss business things, I don't know, discuss the stock market, I guess. And then we're gonna put in a little plant decoration there. Or no, we're not doing that? What are we doing? I don't know what we're doing. I bounce around so much, I can never keep up with myself. Oh, like a little display table, that's really cute. I actually like that a lot. And then another little tea set. This guy drinks a lot of tea. I like tea. I really do like tea. I get tea whenever I go out, whenever I eat anywhere that serves tea, I'll be like, yeah, I want some tea. I like oolong tea a lot. I also like green tea a lot. Other than that, haven't found a lot of teas that I love. It's totally irrelevant. If you guys have any tea recommendations, let me know. I really like, yeah, you know what, never mind. We're gonna stop talking about tea. This is the room that connects to the indoor pool. So as you can see, I built a little side room that has a washer and dryer just so, you know, he has a place to do his laundry. And then this is like a bathtub room where, I mean, it's a swimming pool, but I kind of gave it like natural looking water, so it kind of looks like an onsen, to be honest, like an indoor hot spring almost. So I guess that bathtub could work as a place to like wash off before you enter, which isn't necessary for like a chlorine pool, but for an onsen it kind of is. So not quite sure like what exactly this pool area is, but there is a connecting bathroom so that people can, you know, wash off if they need to. But here I'm just trying to figure out what the shape is gonna look like. Let's see, I just go with the square pool. It wasn't too difficult to figure out. Changed my wallpaper. It's still this beautiful mural. Look at that, that's wonderful. Wow. I love wallpaper that's like this. It's very detailed and has like a lot of illustrations and details, and I'm just beautiful. Love wallpaper like that. But as you can see, I made the pool water this interesting green color because, like I said, I really wanted to go with like natural feeling things, natural textures, natural look. And I didn't really like the crystal clear blue water, especially for this vibe, so I gave it a more natural kind of looking water with this like green. Maybe it's just like a normal pool, but it just has like a lot of minerals in it or something. I don't know. Is it possible to have a hot spring, an indoor hot spring, in a high-rise apartment? I don't know. Anyways, we are almost about done with this apartment. I'm just setting up another little space here. This is a little bar section. I love these lanterns. They're so beautiful. I also put them down the staircase that comes down here, and I put them in like a descending order, so it actually looks pretty cool. And here's another little eating area just for, you know, people to sit down and have another meal, I guess. There's like so many areas in this house for people to sit down and eat. Again, I imagine this guy has a lot of company over, probably a lot of the time, especially since he's a bachelor. He might be, you know, he might get lonely sometimes, so he probably brings some family over a lot. So again, there's just a shit ton of space for people to sit down and eat. I kind of lined some of these rooms with this like paneling. I don't know why, I just kind of thought it looked pretty interesting. I put this like column above the entryway to this floor. I just, again, thought it looked interesting in terms of just like an architectural look, and then I put a painting above that little thing over there. And we're about done, I believe. Yep, that is the build. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. This is, again, probably one of my favorite apartments I've ever done. I just love the look of it. I love the vibe. I love the character, the man. Wow. Anyways, as always, thank you so much for watching. Leave your thoughts down below. What do you think of this apartment? Would you live here? Would you, do you want to meet the man who lives here? Anyways, I will see you next time.